Hey, it's Mahesh here for Beardbrand. I'm with Loz, and today we're going to get a haircut. Okay, how much are we taking off there, mate? Tell me what you want me to do.
Cut my hair.
Cut your hair. Okay, in what style would you like
Similar
me to cut
style, just shorter.
So you,
And a bit more off the top.
bit more off the top. Do you want a bit more texture in it this time?
Yeah.
Because it looks a bit sort of like Lego Man haircut, so why don't we add a bit of texture to it?
Yeah.
How short do you want to go on the back and sides? One?
Yeah.
So we're going with a one. We'll bring it up a little bit higher if we're going to go a bit shorter on the top. Because if I have it too low, it just means that you'll just end up with a rounder haircut. So we'll square it off, and then we'll put loads of texture in the top. Okay? Cool. I'll tell you what we're going to do, because it's quite thick. Cheers, mate. I'm gonna go in with a 2, just to take out some of this weight line to start with, all right? Yep. How are you, all right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good, mate. Good.
You busy?
We've been really busy in the shop. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, so I'm just taking out this weight line with a 2. So I'm just going out a little bit higher than it was before. Just encourage me to just take it a little bit shorter on the top as well. So you can see this weight line was sort of here. This is where the last sort of haircut came to. So we're just going just slightly above that. Still leaving the weight just below the crown to create shape, and then we'll make our way around to the side. Again, coming up a little bit higher than before. Just knocking out the weight with a number 2. Okay, so we're going to take a number 1 in now. Just blending it into the facial hair. And then just really coming up to like the temple area. I'm trying to get sponsored by Crocs. I keep messaging them. I want to be the next Drew Barrymore, mate. I want to be... Drew Barrymore's a Croc ambassador. Do you know that? I think Crocs should sponsor me. Yeah, midlife crisis. Instead of buying a Porsche, I just buy loads of Crocs. I've got a collection of Crocs. Yeah. I got like these limited edition Crocs. Okay, so as I'm coming up, I'm just tilting the clipper guard, I'm coming up and tilting it out, so just sort of rocking backwards and forwards on the head, just to get that blend together, so I'm not having to work too hard to blend the 1 to the 2, sort of naturally does that. I'm using the head shape as well to do that. I will say that Loz is actually half Android, so he hasn't been programmed to smile too much. He's only allowed to do it 7 times a day. So
That's it, I'm out now.
You've done that, aren't you? You've done that for the day. So this is just the reverse of what we sometimes do, just changing it up really. Sometimes we just go in straight in with the 1 and then blend it out into the 2. But sometimes when you want to take a little bit of the weight away, it's actually nicer just to go in with a slightly longer guard. Take that all out and then just blend the shorter guard into the longer. You'll watch this back and go, God, I do look like a miserable f***er when I'm having my haircut.
I am fully aware that I look like a miserable most of the time.
Okay, we are scissor over comb. That's right, that's how you say it, isn't it, Craig? Scissor over comb.
Yeah.
Like overcoat. Yeah. So we'll scissor overcoat. Okay, so what I don't want is I don't want this overhang anymore here. So I don't want it to just sit down and then having this bit, because that's not part of the haircut. So just to avoid that, what we do is we just bring it all over, bring it down with some tension so that it bounces up. It'll bounce up to that layer. So add some tension to it. So then when whatever he's doing to it, it won't hang over now. But it still blends in, it still looks long enough to blend in. Okay, so we're going to take a section through the top and we're going to add the texture to this haircut now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the scissor, just cutting out sections. So I'm going to go through and we go in. This makes it really intentionally choppy. So instead of point cutting, what happens when you point cut, when you come down, you'll always take loads of length away. So this won't, you're still retaining some of that length. What happens is you can see that the hair all likes to separate out now. It won't sit as one. It makes it really textured on the top. So we connect the haircut from the top to the side in the same manner. I invented this technique. It's called the Mahesh. So the idea is that you just rest your scissor on your finger and you go in you use your finger as the guide so that you're always going in at the same point. Now you said you wanted to go a little bit shorter, so should we go a little bit shorter and choppier on the fringe then, yeah?
Yeah.
Because the fringe is quite long. Still give it a little bit of direction coming across, I think. Okay, so what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to give any tension to the haircut. I'm just going to let it naturally sit where it wants to sit, rather than pulling it out and then it bounces up even shorter. So I want to see what the true length of the haircut is. And then I'm just going to come in, not cutting a straight line, just cutting in, chopping into the hair. Because the worst thing you want to do with a fringe is just cut a straight line. It just makes it. That would be Dumb and Dumber haircut, 100%. And then what we're going to do is just go in and just take a little bit of the weight out. And we're sort of connecting the fringe to the rest of the haircut now. I'm taking a little bit of the length off. See, now I'm coming in and I'm point cutting, so this is obviously taking the length off. But you can see it's a lot more textured now. That really breaks up that haircut. So just drying it through with the fingers. Just going to finger him and I'm not going to use a brush on him. So just giving a sharp tidy up to the edges. Just following the natural hairline. Especially mate. Now I've dried it, I can see how much length retained through there. So, because I want to make it more textured, so the difference is I've got texturizing shears and we've got thinning shears. So thinning takes a lot more out because the teeth are thicker, and texturizing ones are got finer teeth. So I'm not going to use these. So I'm going to take a little bit more out, and what we'll do is we're going to go through, just twist it. I'm doing it completely just freehand. I'm not using scissors. Not using a comb. So let's put some product in it, and we can really see how textured it is. Okay. Yep. So I'm just going to put a little bit of, it's like a really thick, like matte clay. Okay. Work it into the hands. This is a key thing, like when people are putting products on their hair, it's about getting, so it's almost like it's disappeared. Really work it in. So you can see how much, like, you see how much more texture we get through the haircut. And when you pick out sections, you know, it stops it from looking block. How's that, Android?
Excellent.
Good.
Happy? Yeah.
Beardbrand is a premium men's grooming company with products not only for your beard, but also your hair and body. Do yourself a favor and head over to beardbrand.com and take care of yourself. Or you can stick around and watch a few more of our awesome videos.